Chapter 42 Eat Food. Where's my fries? Asked Billy as she tried to search through the bag with her left hand in the cab of the semi. She held her rat bitten hand high above her like a medal. She had scattered her napkins and burger wrapper all over, but Tattoo Guy didn't seem to care. He fumbled around in the paper bag in front of him. Here, he said, placing an envelope of greasy, salty, slightly firm but perfectly soft fries in front of Billy. Drool leaked out of the corner of my mouth and landed on the tabletop in the back of the semi. I quickly wiped it up. The first thing we did, once we got to the road, was I called Julie, both of her numbers. Her cell phone still made a weird beeping noise, but I left a message on her home phone telling her to call us at the Tattoo Guy's number. After that, Tattoo Guy called a doctor. The doctor lived sort of close to the rat house, and now the doctor was expecting us. And Tattoo Guy had to drop off his truckload before the next day, so we had to hurry. But he said, what was wrong with stopping real quick to get something to eat? So Hungry Billy had won, with rat spit coursing through her veins, and it seemed to make her especially cranky. Right now, Billy smiled at him, but not the golden one. Her drink was as big as her head, and I did not see how she was ever going to eat a double cheeseburger she'd ordered. That's too much, I said. You're going to make yourself sick. She took a huge bite. Sauce dripped down the side of her mouth and rolled under her chin. Nuh-uh. That a girl, said Tattoo Guy, patting her on the back. I like a kid who can eat. Eat, consume, wolf, gobble. I was pretty certain it was Billy's burger that taunted my hypothalamus, the part of the brain that controls hunger. Every animal has one. Once, I saw on TV that if you could trick the hypothalamus into believing you were full, then your stomach thought it was true. But my hypothalamus wouldn't listen to me. It was much too smart to be tricked. Tattoo Guy shoved a handful of fries into his mouth and swallowed. His Adam's apple bounced like a waddle on a turkey's neck. You sure you don't want anything? I shook my head, even though an angry knot formed in my stomach. Plus, my head was killing me. Shut up, hypothalamus, I thought. I tried to reason with it, reminding it that I had actually eaten this morning. A little. I guess I'd been so worried about calling Julie and about getting away from Spoon Guy that I hadn't really eaten very much at all. Tattoo Guy took another gulp from his soda cup. Well, I have some extras in case you change your mind. Here, said Billy, placing an extra hamburger in front of me. Eat it. I clasped my hands under the table and tried not to look at the burger. I shook my head. I'm not hungry. I don't need anyone to buy me food. Yes, you do. You lost our money. Tattoo Guy ignored us, completely engrossed in his fries. His lips smacked with each new bite of greasy potato perfection. I didn't lose it. I know right where it is, I said to Billy. Billy shrugged. Well, it's still lost, even if you know you lost it. Smack, chew, crack, slosh. Survival was such hard work. Even with my head throbbing, all I wanted to do was eat. So I swallowed my pride and picked up the hamburger Tattoo Guy had bought for me and stared at it. Billy said, Eat it. Tattoo Guy had already finished his food and balled up his wrappers. He looked at his watch. Time's a-wastin'. He stood and walked to the front seat and then tossed the empty bags out the window. Shouldn't you throw this in the garbage? Asked Billy. Tattoo Guy sighed, opened his door, and retrieved the bag. If I'm not careful, you girls are going to make a saint out of me. Only then, with nobody looking, could I take the first bite. It was probably the best hamburger I had ever had in my entire life. It felt good to be a carnivore. All the blood in my body rushed to my stomach, and for a second, I didn't have to think about Dad or Julie, or Dad or Julie, or if Julie would ever pick up the phone. I just thought about how it felt to eat, and how nice it was in my stomach to have something other than to complain about. Tattoo Guy got behind the wheel and turned the engine. Let's roll, ladies. I'm on a deadline. I don't got all day. But he said it with a wink and a smile. Sometimes a smile makes all the difference.